Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce, and this is Sega Mania. Welcome back to another episode of Sega Mania, right here on the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Sega Mania is a live streaming internet-based video game-centric program in which we are making our way through the pages of the maybe late great, maybe coming back Sega Mania magazine. Sega Mania magazine was a fantastic fan-run, fan-funded, fan-loved, independent video game publication that ran from 2021 through 2022 until it had to say goodbye, at least for some short while. And maybe they're going to bring it back, and maybe they're not, and I don't know. But we'll see as time goes on, as time marches on. As time marches on, we'll see what happens. I don't have the answers for you right now as to whether or not Sega Mania magazine will in fact come back. Some of the, I've seen rumblings of a Sega Force magazine or something like that, but I'm telling you what, I'm sticking right here with Sega Mania until I've made my way through all the pages, as I'm out here in the Sega Cosmos. Floating in outer space in the Sega Cosmos space. I'm focused on this magazine first of all and first at hand, and that's what I want to get done. I want to go all through. What do we do here on this program? What we do is we started with the very first review and the very first issue of Sega Mania magazine, and what we're doing is we are playing live on stream every game that was reviewed in the pages of Sega Mania magazine. We're starting with review number 1 in issue number 1 and working our way through. So after review 1 in issue 1, we played review 2 in issue 1, and so on and so forth. And now here we are. This is going to be the 64th game that we have played from the pages of Sega Mania magazine, which means this is the 64th game reviewed in Sega Mania magazine. And that game, of course, is Wonder Boy and Monster World. Wonder Boy and Monster World. Wonder Boy. What's up, Wall Ruffian? Wall Ruffians call me a boner. Well, you gotta modify it. I'm a blue space boner this evening. If I'm any sort of boner, that's the kind and sort of boner that I am. Floating out here, rigid, all bricked up in outer space. I'm bricked up for Sega games. You ever get bricked up over a nice video game? Nothing like it. Alright, well, before we play the game, what I always like to do is, I like to start things off with a nice introduction. I like to start things off with what I call some pineapple tidbits. And pineapple tidbits are fun facts. That's what I call my fun facts around here. I call them pineapple tidbits, and not only am I going to call them pineapple tidbits, I'm going to put you in a pineapple-y mood. I'm going to ask you to please look over at your television set there. That television set I provided for you. I'm going to get you in the mood with some pineapple footage. Now, I've found that if you watch pineapple footage while you're taking in the pineapple tidbits, as you're processing it, it makes the information go deeper into your cranium. It helps you sort it out. It helps you retain it, is what it does. And that's why I provided this nice pineapple montage for you, and you'll see this every time you come here now. Unless I change it for some reason, but I don't see myself doing that. Why would I? Why would I get rid of pineapple tidbits? That'd be silly. That'd be stupid. Wall Ruffians tell me I look like an AI. I saw someone say earlier today on Twitter X that AI women are real women. There's some guy who's fashioned, he's fashioned a kind of, well, what would you call it? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't get into that right now. Anyway, Wonder Boy and Monster World. Pineapple tidbits for you. Let me see. What kind of tidbits do we have here with this game? Well, it was released in Japan in October of 1991. It was released in North America and Europe in February and April of 1992, respectively. So we're going back a little ways for this one, you know. A Master System version was released in the EU in 1993, and also a version for the Turbo Duo in 1994. This one was developed by a development company called Westone. Westone. I thought when I read it first it might be West One or Weston, but it's actually Westone. They combined the last names of two of the fellas who started the company, West and Stone. So they crammed them together, and it's Westone. And actually, let me be completely transparent. That's not fully accurate. These were Japanese men, and their names in Japanese, their actual names, are not West and Stone. Their names in English, translated from Japanese into English, are West and Stone, and they took the English names, crammed them together, and created Westone Bit Entertainment. And that's who made this game. Most famous for the Wonder Boy game series at large. All 7 Wonder Boy games. Not counting remakes. They have remade them and they've released them over the years on various platforms, but 7 actual different games exist in the Wonder Boy pantheon. Now, this game here, this Wonder Boy game that we're playing tonight, Wonder Boy and Monster World, is actually the 5th Wonder Boy game and the 3rd Wonder Boy game set in the titular Monster World. So you got some Wonder Boy games that have nothing to do with Monster World. Then they got into Monster World, and they're like, well, let's keep going with the Monster World. Let's just keep doing that. Let's do the Monster World thing. And so they did. And this is the 3rd entry in the Monster World series within the Wonder Boy series. It's a series in a series. A series-ception, a Wonder Boy-ception going on. Now here's something interesting. You like alternate versions of stuff? Huh? You into that kind of thing? Because the Turbo Duo version of this game was repackaged as a game called The Dynastic Hero. And in The Dynastic Hero, instead of the cutesy-dootsy little characters we're playing as, instead of Shion, the main protagonist in Wonder Boy, you play as an insect. He looks like a Hercules beetle. His name's Dinah in Dynastic Hero. He's an insect who looks like a Hercules beetle. And that was ported by a company called Hudson Soft, who I think, if I'm remembering correctly, they got the little bee logo. That's Hudson Soft, I believe. And correct me if I'm wrong. You tell me to go fly a kite in the comments if that's not true. Now, the Brazilian version of this game from Tech Toy, development company Tech Toy, also featured a modified look and feel. They're just changing this game up all over the world. It's a weird thing. They got Wonder Boy. It's not just like they gave it a different title. They went in there, they replaced sprites, they replaced soundtracks, they replaced stories. They completely palette swapped things. Wonder Boy himself just did not capture the attention, I suppose, of audiences worldwide like a Mario or like a Link. You know, Mario Brothers was not Mario Brothers here in the United States and Japan, and then in Guatemala it was Dootsy Doodle's Thunder Kart, where you play as they replaced Mario's sprite with the sprite of Dootsy Doo. He's like a little boot. It's a boot with eyes, and he hops along the screen, and the Goombas are all replaced with, they're not Goombas anymore. They palette swapped them with something else in Dootsy Doot. You gotta jump on, what? Cookies? Little cookies with feet? Cookies with feet that go all the way around in a circle, and they kind of spin. They didn't do that. Mario Brothers didn't have to do that. Wonder Boy had to do that. No one gave a shit about Wonder Boy, even though the game is a celebrated series. But look, in Brazil, no one even knew Wonder Boy. What'd they know? Monica's gang in Monsterland. Once again, alternate version of the game. The main character, Shion, is replaced by a different pro tag, a girl called Monica, from a Brazilian comic book series called Monica's Gang. And apparently whenever a Wonder Boy game is made, whenever a Wonder Boy game has made its way over to Brazil, they've always replaced Wonder Boy with Monica. Think of it. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that crazy? What a slap in the face to Wonder Boy. But maybe he's just kind of shit. In case you'd like to try out some Wonder Boy games for yourself, the Wonder Boy Anniversary Collection was just released in 2022 on the PS4, the Switch, and the PS5. So you got options there if you'd like to try out some of these games yourself. And of course, it's here on the Sega Genesis Mini, which is what I'll be playing it on this evening. It is one of the games that came packaged, I believe. I think this was, I'm pretty sure this game came packaged with the system. I don't think I had to download this extra. I don't think so. Hey Jess, my wife has decided to pop in for a minute, and she said I look weird. It's not very nice. It's Super Divorce Blue and Green in outer space, the cosmic version. Floating through the cosmic Genesis the Mega Drive. Because Sega Mania magazine is it's a game magazine based out of the EU, and they call it the Mega Drive over there. Over here, growing up, we always called it the Sega Genesis, but I try to stay within the theme and pay respects to the creators of Sega Mania magazine. So when I speak about the Genesis, I try to call it the Mega Drive as much as I can. Nick, build some more Legos, says Wall Ruffian. Well, I've got just the thing for you, Wall Ruffian. I've got a brand new Lego set that's just waiting to be put together. Actually, let me correct myself. It's not a Lego set. I think it's a Mega Constructs, but it's cool. It's a cool set. We'll be doing that soon. Don't you worry. All right, you know what it's time for now. Since we finished up with our pineapple tidbits, that's all the tidbits I got for you for tonight on Wonder Boy and Monster World. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed your tidbits. Now it's time to read the Sega Mania magazine review of this game before we get into it, before we start playing it. That's how it works. We go tidbits, reading the Sega Mania review, then I play the game, see what I think, and then we compare the Super Divorce review to the Sega Mania magazine review. And so now, without further ado, let me get rid of the pineapple tidbits. And if you would like to read along with me, I have conveniently provided you a graphic right there on screen of the Sega Mania magazine review of Wonder Boy and Monster World. So you can follow along right there, or if that's not good enough for you, there's a link in the description below to the Sega Mania Magazine All 9 archive, and you can head on over there and you can download a high-quality PDF of all 7 issues that they release of this magazine, and then you can flip to whatever page you want to. You can reread reviews, you can skip ahead, you can see which games we're going to be covering coming up in the future. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can do whatever you want to. You could clip it up. You could go into Photoshop with clips that you've taken, like when you made little collages out of magazines back in the day. Only you can do that digitally now. Or if you want a physical copy and you don't feel like going on eBay and trying to snag them there, because I don't think they have them available on the website to order in physical format anymore, you could do this. You could download the PDFs. You could save them to a thumb drive. You could go to your local FedEx Kinko's location and print them out on high-quality glossy photo paper, and then you could staple the pages together and you could have your own floppy copy to read along with me. You probably won't get that done tonight, but if you want to do that for next time, feel free. Now then, I'm going to, forgot one more thing. Tonight's review comes to us by way of drum roll. I need to get a drum roll key. I need to get a drum roll sound effect so I can get the drum roll going when I have to do this. When I reveal to you the journalist behind tonight's review. Which staff member from Sega Mania Magazine wrote this review? Why, it was none other than Simon Pike! Everyone's favorite over at Sega Mania Magazine. Everyone's always very happy when it's a Simon Pike review. So let's see what Simon Pike had to say about Wonder Boy in Monster World. Simon says, see, look, Wall Ruffian's happy. He said, Simon Pike, woo! Here's what Simon says about Wonder Boy in Monster World. So, if Monster World was so peaceful before the monsters attacked, then why was it called Monster World, eh? Riddle me that. Obviously, there is some kind of grand ancient conspiracy going on here where Monster World was doomed right from the start, probably due to some meddling deity or unavoidable thread of destiny. Player character Shion doesn't concern himself with any of that, though. When the fairy queen Eleonora requests his help, he steps right up and vows to beat the invading monsters right out of Monster World and bring back peace to the land, regardless of its odd naming conventions. It's a simple setup for what is soon revealed to be a rather complex journey. There is no straightforward action platformer. Sorry, this is no straightforward action platformer. And Wonder Boy in Monster World is an attractive prospect for gamers hoping to get their teeth into a substantial bit of adventuring. It gives a great first impression. The graphics are clear, crisp, and colorful. And the adorably squashed character and enemy sprites are brimming with personality. As you progress further into the game, you also notice that there is a lot of variety in the locations you'll explore. And whether you're delving through a narrow cave system or traversing wide open plains, the stylized visuals do a good job of nailing the atmosphere. The tunes are pleasant and fairly memorable too, and the sound effects suit the feel of the game. Importantly, the gameplay is pretty tight too. Shion is a little slippery at times, which will lead to you taking damage off of even the most basic enemies until you get used to timing your sword slashes, but you'll master it with a little perseverance. The overall structure of the game really adds to that sense of embarking on an adventure. Defeated enemies drop gold, not sure where those squids and crabs keep their purses to be honest, which you can use to save your game at inns or purchase new equipment. As you upgrade your gear and find pickups that increase your total health, you'll find that you're able to take on more difficult enemies and tackle the more advanced levels. The The game does a great job of giving the player that sense of progression and achievement as previously difficult enemies become little more than fodder. It's a good feeling. The game has lots of nice touches and is a delight to explore. It's fun to talk to NPCs and pick up clues as to where to go next, and it's satisfying to go out hunting monsters for those last few gold coins you need to buy a better suit of armor. Also, the graphical effect that plays as you move through a door into a house or shop is really satisfying. It's easy to recommend Wonder Boy and Monster World to anyone who is looking to get stuck into a good-sized adventure. It's bright and colorful, well made and well presented, and is a decent challenge that doesn't feel unfair. You'd do well to bring a pen and paper though, as it gets pretty difficult to remember which door goes where as the game world opens up a bit. But that's a very minor complaint. Overall, this is a feel-good adventure that proves that sometimes all you need is a sword, a magical land, and some monsters to slay. And a brief history of Monster World, says here. Alright, so Wonder Boy and Monster World is the 5th game. I told you that already. I knew that. I didn't need Simon Pike to tell me that. I already told you guys that in the tidbits section. But anyway, Wonder Boy and Monster World is the 5th game in the Wonder Boy series, but the 3rd game in the Monster World series. I told you that too. In Japan, Wonder Boy and Monster World is known as Wonder Boy 5 Monster World 3. Makes sense, doesn't it? Because it's the 5th Wonder Boy game and the 3rd Wonder Boy game to take place in Monster World. The other Wonder Boy games in the Monster World series are Wonder Boy and Monster Land, known as Super Wonder Boy Monster World in Japan, and Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap, known as Monster World 2, Dragon no Wana in Japan. Have you got all that? Nope. Me neither. So says Simon fucking Pike. What's up, Ghoulie? Ghoulie is in the chat now. What's with the camera filter? Well, tonight I thought I would come to you as blue, super blue outer space super divorce, floating through the Sega cosmos, all bricked up for Sega games. Because it's so cold out here in outer space. It's like a frozen, you become a frozen popsicle. You're like a blue frozen popsicle. You're all bricked up. Alright, Wonder Boy and Monster World. Now it's time to play the game and see what the hell we think of this one. Now, Super Blue Vorse. Blooper Divorce, maybe. Super Blooper Divorce? Super Blue Vorse. Super Blue Vorse or Blooper Divorce? Take a vote. What do you guys think? Super Blue Vorse or Blooper Divorce? Wonder Boy and Monster World. What we're going to do, as usual, I'm going to play this game for at least one half of 1 hour, and after 30 minutes, if I want to, maybe I'll keep going. If not, if I'm done with it, I'll cut it off there and then I'll tell you what I think. Alright? But at least 30 minutes of game time so I can form my own opinion of this game. Here we go. Let me get this out of here. Here we go. What time is it? Okay. 25. Alright. Okay. It's all good. Press start. New game. Monster World was once a peaceful region. Then, the peace was shattered by an invading army of monsters. Monsters! A young man named Shion vowed to defeat them and make his land peaceful again. There's your backstory. Here we're in Shion's house. All I can do is lay down in my own home. Can't do much else. How do we get out of here? Okay, you want to exit the house? You press down to move towards the screen. See how they do that? And then we use our B button to slash with the sword, and then we can use C button to jump. No double jump or anything like that. Right off the bat, it is pleasant. It's cozy feeling. I like the bubbly sprites. As Simon Pike said, the character's kind of squished. But then those, you know, look up there. You see the hearts in the top left? They're nice and bubbly. I like that. I like bubbly, friendly looking sprites. It's always nice. Alright, let's move on. Go this way. We'll follow the arrow. Can we read the signs or anything like that? Is that... Oh, you press start. You can see the weapon you have equipped. I've got the Gradius right now. I have leather armor, cloth boots, magic. I've got Firestorm, Thunder, Shield, Quake Power, and Return. Is Return a magic power? I can tell you who would have liked to have that power. Everyone back in the 1990s when you rented videotapes and had to take them back to Blockbuster so you didn't get late fees. You wish you had a return spell. Cast that and all the videos just go back themselves. It won't let me do that. They're saying no. Hear that sound? They're saying no, you can't do that. You can't do magic. I can't even do return. Okay. Items? I have 0 items. Ah. I mean... Okay. I'm gonna kill some stuff. I'm going to. Just give me a second. I just wanted to see the shit. I just had to see the shit first. Who's this guy? Once again, this world is being threatened. The princess has been kidnapped from Purapril Castle. Purapril sounds like a butt cream. You'd better use caution. Here's an elixir and Firestorm. Take them with you. Make sure you're ready to use magic at all times. Yeah, this isn't Mario. We're not playing Mario Brothers. We're not playing Super Thunder Kart. Okay, there's our Firestorm. How do we do this? We gotta... Okay, that's how we do that. We got our fire... No, don't do that. There we go. Okay. Maybe A button does that. It's the only button I haven't used so far, so I'm gonna hold off. Maybe I'll just try it just to be sure. No? Let me see. Okay. Alright. How do I use my magic spell? Trying combinations of buttons here. Down, He's like, be ready to use your magic any and all times, but then you don't even tell me how to do it. How do I cast a magic spell? They don't give you like an on-screen manual. Damn it. What's going on in here? It's been years since we last had a visitor. Your journey has just begun. Please take care. The jellyfish will help you on your way. Alright. You have a discriminating eye. That's leather boots. It costs 30 gold. I want the gold. Would you like to purchase it? Well, seeing as I... I mean, I'd like to. If that's what you're asking, I'd like to, sure, but can I? No, I don't think I can. I'd like to purchase it. But she says, I'm sorry, but you don't have enough money to purchase this item. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Why don't you go get some money and come back? Alright, let's get out of here. I'll get out of here. I'll go fight some monsters and try and get some money. Really don't understand this thing with the really don't understand the thing with the... That's true, I do have a sword. I should run back in there and show him what's what. I guess we're playing as the hero here. Shion wouldn't do that kind of thing. But you know what else Shion wouldn't do? Shion wouldn't use his magic spell that we're supposed to be able to cast anytime we want to. What do I gotta do? I would think that you want to put it up there in one of your slots. What if I put it right there? Does that work? If I put it over here? See why, you know... What? Gosh darn it. Well, maybe at some point someone will tell me in the game. Oh yeah, they said this was going to be a pain in the dick, didn't they? They said the timing's a little weird. There. Okay, got it. Found 2 gold. Simon Pike told me the timing was going to be a little tricky to get the hang of. But that with practice you do it. You'll be able to get it. You get it done. This is Pure April Castle. Entry is prohibited. Go away. Alright. Don't you guys want me to save your asses? It's not very nice. Why is everyone just a dick in this game? I thought it was supposed to, well, maybe everyone's... They're stressed out because of the monsters. Ooh, that was a... There we go. Found 3 gold. They got some cool sounds going on in the soundtrack. Those drum sounds, they really jump out. Really separate themselves. The drums in the background. Ah, he tricked me. Come here. There you go. What do they call those? It's like a tin drum almost. It's got like a tin drum sound to it. Oh, oh no! Why'd I do that? Jeez. Come on. Found 5 gold. No one's dropping hearts here. I'm gonna wait right here for you. No, no hearts. I'll come this far. I don't think you're gonna... There we go. Come on! Someone drop a heart for me. Have a heart. Have a heart, will ya? Come on back. Jeez. You know, I might not have lost so much life so far if I had access to that damn spell. If I could use my fire spell. I really want to figure this out. There's got to be... It can't be that tricky. I've got 3 whole buttons. Hold on. If I hold... I was thinking maybe if I hold A and then press the directional pad. No, that didn't do it. A and C in direction. A and B and then the direction. No? Nothing? How do you shoot the fireball? Anyway, we'll continue on. Even though it's bullshit. Even though there are coins rain down from the sky that I could use, there's not gonna let me. Ghoulie says that he wants to stay, but he's just so tired. Where am I gonna stream again? My next stream will be on Wednesday. I think Wednesday is a good night for another stream. That's when I think I'll be back, Ghoulie. And I hope to get started just a tad earlier, so you won't be so sleepy. So people in general won't be so sleepy, you know. I got started tonight a little bit later than I wanted to. I knew I was going to get started, you know, probably around 11. Because Monday Night Raw's on Monday nights. So I like to watch Raw first. But then even after Raw was over, there was a little bit of a delay in getting down here to start this stream. But Wednesday, we should be back with a nice Evercade stream, I think, is what we're going to do on Wednesday night. No! Oh, at least I thought the water was going to kill me. Or take hearts away. Okay, that's merciful. Wednesday, I would say probably around 10 o'clock. That's what I'm going to shoot for on Wednesday night. So. Oh, come on now. So I hope to see you here on Wednesday. Same Super Divorce place. A little bit different Super Divorce time. That's okay, though. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It is tricky. It's a little tricky timing. It's deceptive. Because you're like, oh, look, it's so cute. It'll be so easy. Games like this, they can really trick you. Found 4 gold. Hey, I got enough to buy those boots now, don't I? Oh, yeah, well, we'll have to get some updates from you, Ghoulie. But we'll see you then. Have a good evening. Enjoy your sleepy times. And I hope that you dream sweetly tonight. Very sweetly indeed. No nightmares. You can ride a jellyfish. In your dreams, Ghoulie. When you go to sleep, you can ride a jellyfish. You can put a nice saddle on it so you don't get burned or shocked by the jellyfish, which I've experienced that. It's not fun. It's no good. Wear some protective gear and get a nice jellyfish saddle. And I hope that you have a dream about riding a jellyfish in the ocean on just a beautiful, beautiful, sunny, beachy day. Alright, sounds good. Yes, and we will normalize saying Wednesday. I believe that we should do that, as well as saying February. Okay. Oh, no! So I can ride him. I probably just have to jump at the right time. Maybe. Get out here. Oh, like that. I see what they mean. Well, that's not really riding. That's just bouncing on. Alright, there we go. Pulled it off. Not bad. Got a mushroom guy here. Now, I believe we can save at the inn. We found 3 gold. Let me go inside here. Welcome to my inn. You can have a good night's rest for 10 gold. Will you be staying overnight? Not yet. No. Not yet. I've decided against it. That's too bad. Please stop in... again. Yeah, I'll do that, Toots. I'll stop back in at some point. Not right now, though. I'm good on that. Found 4 gold. Found 1 gold. I'm gonna take care of this guy, can't I? He drops. Oh, look at that. Made a fool out of myself. Oh, gosh. Made a fool of myself again. But these guys provide a decent amount of gold. Look at that. 6 gold from taking on this guy. 5 gold. I mean, what better way to earn money than to sit right here farming these mushrooms? Do a little mushroom farming. You can go into the smithy. Welcome to Kishera. Stand in front of the item you wish to purchase and look up. Who is this? Keep in mind that when you equip a spear, you can't use a shield. Remember this when selecting a weapon. Is this a spear? You have a discriminating eye. That's what they like to tell me. That's small spear. It costs 80 gold. No, I don't think I want that. I have decided against it. Sorry. That's too bad. I mean, it's not that bad. Please stop in again. I'm not gonna buy anything just now. You know, I don't really have much money. I'm not gonna spend it all right here in one place. I'm gonna hold off. Just for a moment. Just slashing up some mushrooms. Just doing a little more mushroom hunting. This is Sonia. We've walked into Sonia's house. The village is under attack. I don't know all the details, so you'd better see Eleonora. If you stand betwixt the statues and look up, you can find her. These statues right here? Look up. Oh, look at that. How crazy is that? We've been beamed up to find Eleonora. This is Queen Eleonora. The monsters come from a cave just beyond the village. Can't you help us? Take Priscilla with you. She may be able to help you. Remember, though, that once you set foot outside Alcedo, Priscilla will return to me, as she won't be able to help you anymore. Alright, let's go, Priscilla. Let's go. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, she's beating his ass. Priscilla just whacked him off, but he didn't do anything to him. Was there a potion in there? Maybe I should just go stay at the inn to refill my horts. Maybe that would be a good idea before I venture out of the village. I'd hate to get whacked right now. Hate to let one of these guys whack me off and then have to go back and do all this over again. We'll stay at the inn real quick. I think that's alright. Let's see, okay. Welcome to my inn. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, there we go. I didn't realize you can do that. Yeah, we'll stay overnight. And yes, we're going to save. Your game is saved. Will you be continuing your journey? Yes. Good night and sweet dreams. Thank you. Thank you for saying so. Good morning! Did you sleep well? Yeah! Good luck to you on your journey. Okay, thanks. There we are. Hearts are refreshed. We're ready to go. Oh, you son of a bitch. We're starting our day with a little mushroom hunting. I can't believe I let that happen. I mean... Someone give me a heart. Because I feel like a real schmuck right now. I pranced out here strutting that ass, and it didn't work out too well for me. And that was where they told me about Eleonora. I'm gonna go past that. Jeez, look at that stupid timing. Stupid cheap timing. What is this, a question mark? It's the question mark shop. It could be anything. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You have a discriminating... They all say that. The same thing. Imagine if that's what everyone said to you when you went shopping. You picked up an item, and the little worker from around the corner peers at you. Oh! You have a discriminating eye! I'm just buying a box of Tetley tea. It's just English breakfast tea. My eye's not that discriminating. I'm just buying a Snickers bar. I'm just buying a bottle of Aquafina. It's not that discriminating. Oh, a discriminating eye, huh? Oh, I can see that you've gone with the fruity Mentos. A discriminating eye indeed. Alright, that's medicine. It costs 10 gold. Would you like to purchase it? Yeah, why not? No, I didn't want to decide against it. I tried to decide for it. Yes, I would like to purchase it. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Alright, let's get out of here. And let me see. I wonder if I have to set... Do I have to set this item to, like that right there? See, I don't even know how do I get to it, though? That's a problem. I can't select it from the menu. That doesn't work. I don't know. Is it just gonna use itself if I really need it? Does the fire spell just automatically cast if I get into a big jam? Pound 3 gold. I like all the colors here. It's nice to look at, for sure. Very vibrant. Even this section that's supposed to be kind of like a spooky, haunted forest type of area. Because, you know, you got the purple. Purple's kind of spooky in this setting. But then, you know, the way that it's balanced out with the pinks and the greens. It's just very pleasant to look at. It's a very pleasant game to see. Now let's head into the cave. Well, this doesn't look like much of a cave. It looks like some sort of castle. It's like a trick cave. You enter through the cave archway into the cave tunnel, and you find that it's actually a big, fancy-ass palace that you've entered into. That's a little confusing. The door has been sealed. So you probably need an item, some sort of musical item to unlock it. How do I get through here? Where do I go? No. Come on. There you go, got them stacked up. I mean, I'm making some good gold progress. That's nice, but something that's not nice is that I don't really see what they want me to do here. I mean, did I miss something? Do you think I missed something in there? Oh, I'll go back and look again. I'll try it. I'll fight through these mushroom guys again. Nope. 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 No. No. Doesn't seem like you can drop down. Oh, look, I just did it. I had to press down and A? Is that what it was? That seemed like a complete accident. How did I do it that time? Huh? What did I even do? I don't even know how I did that. Oh no, I shot the fire. How did I shoot the fire flames? I don't even know what I was doing. And I just took a potion. What the hell? I have no clue how any of that just happened. I can't get down there. I don't have whatever I need. I need an ocarina. They want me to play an ocarina song. How much? I don't know. It's you know, it's all in the eye of the beholder. I mean, I know I can go buy something. Let's go back to the shop and we'll see just how well I'm doing. You can judge for yourself based on the items they have and what I'm able to purchase. After playing the game for almost a half hour now. We're almost coming up on the survey time, where I get to decide, am I gonna keep playing or am I gonna be done for the night? I don't know. I at least want to go back to the shops, and we'll see what I can purchase. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's something in here. Maybe these people have some advice. Welcome to Felicimo. We have a medicine for sale. Okay, is that it? If it's a cave up ahead that you wish to know about, go ask Sonia. I do wish to know about. Now, what was going on in here? You need... What the fuck? Really? I was being a total smartass when I said you need an ocarina. Yes, you do. You need an ocarina to open the cave doors, but I lost it, she says. Somewhere inside the cave. So we need the ocarina to open the cave doors, but she lost the ocarina. Isn't that something? Okay, let me go in here and see what I can purchase. Some new... You have a... Yeah, I know that. That's chainmail. That's chainmail. It costs 70 gold. Would you like to purchase it? Sure, I've got enough for it. And money left over. Let me look at my armor. And I'm equipping the chainmail, because I'm assuming that's better than the leather. And right here, you have a... Yep, I know that. That's the wood shield. It costs 50 gold. Yeah, I'll buy it. Okay, so we got the shield, and we can also get the small spear for 80 gold. Yeah, I'll buy it. Now, remember, they said if you equip the spear, you cannot have the shield equipped at the same time. I just want to see how this works for us. Let's get out of here. And probably it's going to be worth going and saving real quick. I mean, it doesn't seem that much more powerful than the Gradius. Yes. 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 Thank you. Hey, what's up, Mr. Jorfus? Wall Ruffian said go back to the Pineapple Tidbits. That's the best segment. The Pineapple Tidbits of... Is Pineapple Tidbits the best segment of just tonight's show or of every episode? Do you always prefer Pineapple Tidbits to the gameplay? or just because the gameplay is kind of... Is it lacking for you? Is it lacking in excitement and tone and timbre? Is it putting you to sleep? Is it too cozy? And if so, is it maybe the type of game that you would put on a loop in the background as you were drifting off to sleep? Maybe that's what it's going to provide for you is just a no commentary ambiance type of video. Maybe that's what this game can do for you at some point in the future. Well, I don't know. It seems... I guess this is a little better than the sword that I was using. No problem, Jorphus. Studying biology, well, it's more important that you get your homeworks done. Keeping up on your studies. Where is that damn ocarina? That's the last thing I want to see. And I'm probably going to be done pretty soon. But I gotta know. Where did she drop it? She's like, oh, I dropped it in the cave. Well, now, I've already been here. And now it's there. It's one of those deals where it's like, oh, you didn't talk to the person, so the item is not going to be where it's going to be in 5 minutes. Oh, it's the ocarina. Now I can go over here and maybe play the ocarina. Oh, but I still don't hardly know how to select an item. Shion plays the ocarina. Okay, well I held A down and then pressed left and it worked. But I can't play very well. Oh, what? So I gotta get ocarina lessons? Is that what they're telling me? Probably go back to that lady and be like, hey, I found your ocarina. I tried playing it, but I suck. Can you give me some lessons on how to play this ocarina? That's probably what's gonna happen. I just want to see what's on the other side of this door. I don't know if it's gonna be a boss fight, or if it's going to be some deal where, there you go. Nope, watch out. Get your coin. Gonna have to get our lesson here real quick. Let her teach us a lesson or two. Alright. Oh, it's the ocarina! You went there to look for it, didn't you? Mm-hmm. The melody of the ocarina may help to break the seals. Let's practice. This is the melody for the first door. Ba ba ba. Ba ba. What? You didn't give me a chance. Ba ba black. See black. That's awful. B A. You're not letting me even try. Okay. B A B A B C B. This game actually predates the Ocarina of Time. A, B, C, B, C, A. Oh, come on! That's awful. It's like QuickTime Events game now. A, B, C, B, C, A, B. That's very good. The last melody opens the final door. Oh, I gotta remember these? Well, I'm not gonna do all that. I haven't been writing this down. I haven't been writing any of this down. Well, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I'm through with your silly games, lady. Enough. I'm pulling the plug on it. We're all done. We're all done. You're done. Enough. All right. Now then, it's time to revisit Simon Pike's review and see what I think compared to Simon Pike. Okay, so first paragraph, it's just whatever, you know, it's recapping the story for you. Can't disagree with that. He calls it a rather complex journey. Well, I can tell that's true. I can tell it's a complex game. They're going to send you back and forth. You're going to be running all over the place. You're going to be solving puzzles. Okay, yep. Got it. He calls this an attractive prospect for gamers hoping to get their teeth into a substantial bit of adventuring. I can tell this is, you know, you're not going to beat this game in 2 hours. Probably. Unless you're a speed runner. But that's not what we're talking about with reviews, where you're discussing information for the general public. Not for someone who's already played this game 50 times and knows how to zip through it in 20 minutes. It's a prospect for gamers hoping to get their teeth into a substantial bit of adventuring. I can see that. I agree with that. He says it gives a great first impression for him, and despite how I wrapped up my time playing the game, it does give a good first impression. It's not too bad. It's pretty fun. But it's more than I've got time for the evening. I can tell that I sat here and played this for 3 hours. I'd barely probably chip into it at all. It's going to take me much more time than that on a first playthrough. He likes the graphics, calling them clear, crisp, and colorful. Calls the characters adorable. The enemy sprites brimming with personality. A lot of variety and locations. Well, I noticed that already. You had sort of the sorry, you know, you got your little homestead you start out at. There was sort of bright, bubbly plains with some trees area. You had the village, you know, that's kind of in a wooded zone, and then the dark, sort of enchanted forest. You had the beach scene where you're riding on jellyfish, really bouncing on top of them. But that was nice looking. And then the cave. And we saw all that just within the span of a half hour. So, probably some more cool stuff to see as you go along. I dig it. I agree. Good variety all across the board. Let's see. He says the gameplay is pretty tight. Shion is slippery at times. But once you figure it out, it's all good. Yeah, no complaints there. As you upgrade your gear, he talks about the game sort of becoming easier, at least in areas that you've been through a bit. I could already tell fighting some of those mushroom guys with the spear. It wasn't apparent right away, but once I started getting the hang of it, it seemed like the spear did work quite a bit better than the sword. You could kind of poke the guys backwards and then charge them. And I don't feel like I had the confidence to do that with the sword. And I'm sure it gets better and better as you go along. And once you actually figure out how to use your magic spells and your upgrades and all your shit. So, he calls it a delight to explore. Likes picking up the clues. Satisfying to go out hunting monsters. Upgrading, gathering gold. But he does instruct you to bring a pen and paper, and I agree. When I read that there, I was like, well, I don't know. You're really going to need pen and paper for this game? Looking at the screenshots? Yes, you do. You're going to want pen and paper. You're going to make notes, not just about which doors you've been through and such, but right there. Which notes do you need to play on your ocarina at which doors in the cave? It's not like they're not keeping track of that for you in a menu. So if you don't write it down, you go all the way across the damn game, get to that cave, it's like, oh, great. I don't remember which notes to play on my ocarina. I'm gonna have to go back and talk to Sonia again and write it down this times. So, pen and paper would be a good addition to your game zone when you sit down. You got your soda pop, you got a bucket of candy. You've got some nerds. You've got some sour bright crawlers. You've got sour jellyfish. You've got some Doritos. You've got Cheetos. You've got Mountain Dew. You've got Sprite. You got Coke. You've got a big pizza next to you. You got a big steaming pizza. You got the deluxe. You got the deluxe with olives. And you added banana peppers to it. And you added pineapple on half. Because one of your friends requested pineapple on half, and you're a good sport. As for me, I like pineapple on my pizza, so that wouldn't be a problem. But a lot of people out there don't like that. I don't care. I'd put it on my pizza. I've done it many times, and I will do it again. Lord willing, I have the opportunity. And you got all that stuff, and then you got your pen and paper next to you so that you can take notes on the game. You got your sour beans. You got blue watermelon. You don't want the blue waffle. So anyway, I agree with Simon Pike's appraisal of this game. I think he nailed it, as he always does. I'd have to go back and look. I don't know that I've ever had like a knockdown, drag-out disagreement with Simon Pike. His reviews are always really well written, and then I get to the end and I go back through it, and it's like, well, I don't know what else to say. He's already taken the words right out of my mouth. I don't know what else to say about it that Simon Pike didn't. I mean, how does Super Divorce feel about this game? I don't know, just fucking listen to me reading Simon Pike's review. That's about how it normally goes when Simon Pike's involved. I mean, I made some comments as I was going through it, just first thing that came to mind, but everything we read right there, that sums up my feeling about it. I'd like to play it more. I would. But here's the deal with a game like this. If I sit here and play it for 2 hours tonight, I know I've still probably got, I don't know how long it is. I feel like it seems like a game that maybe you could get through it in like 5-6 hours. Maybe it's longer than that. I really have no clue, but I feel like it's at least that long. So I could sit here playing it till 4 in the morning, and then I'd just wrap up, and I'd feel bad because I'd know, well, I still have several more hours to go in this game. I just put in that marathon session, a mini marathon, and I still got this time. We'll just wrap it up right there for now, and maybe I'll come back to it at some point in the future, because it is a good quality game. I like it, and it gets a thumbs up for me. And not only does it get a thumbs up for me, it's going to get from me a score of... Hold on. Let me think it over. I'm going to give it a score of... From what I played, very solid so far. 815 Super Divorces out of a possible 1,000 Super Divorces for Wonder Boy and Monster World. And that could very well go much higher if I were to play the entire thing. But just based on my little more than 30 minutes with it, that means that I would highly recommend you play it too. If you're looking for something to sit down and, as Simon Pike said, sink your teeth into, I don't think you go wrong with this one. It seems like it's got a good bit of challenge, a deceptive challenge, but it's not unfair. Good upgrades. Nice, satisfying grinding. It's not like... Here's something I like about this game. It seems like, more often than not, when you kill an enemy, you get at least a little bit of gold. So you constantly feel like you're progressing. You don't wander around, kill 20 enemies, and get gold from like 2 of them. That's always a bummer. That is a big time gaming boner in the dirt. Is when you have to wander around, you have to fight enemy after enemy after enemy after enemy before finally one gives you a little something. Now, when it comes to drops, I did notice that they were pretty stingy with the hearts. But it's only 10 gold to go back to the inn and save. And when you do that, you get your hearts refilled. So, you know, that is kind of a small gripe. But anyway. What did I say? 815? 815 Super Divorces out of a possible 1,000 Super Divorces for Wonder Boy in Monster World. So there you go, guys. Ba-da-da. Next time, we will be getting into a different game. What is this next game going to be? Oops, hold on. I didn't put that up there yet. Jorfer said 800. Damn, if the game was that good, I wouldn't have missed the stream. Well, you can go back and watch it and see what you think. And let me know. You know, leave your Jorfus review in the comments if you want to, since you didn't get a you know, much of a chance to check it out firsthand. I don't know if you'll be blown away by the footage that you see, but it's one of those things where I can feel as I'm playing it, it's very solid. And it's going to be a very solid adventure going through it. So, next time, we're going to be taking a look at a game called Zero Wing. Zero Wing is what we're playing next time. It looks to be a side-scrolling space shooter. Zero Wing. I've never played that one before. First timer. Coming up on the Mega Drive. We'll not tell you who reviewed it. We'll reveal that. We'll leave that. I've moved on. You know, I used to not say what game we're going to do next time. I don't mind to do that anymore. I think that that gives you something to look forward to. Zero Wing. Any big Zero Wing fans out there? Well, your dreams come true next time as we sit down to play Zero Wing on Sega Mania episode number 65. And that's about it for this evening. So if you haven't done so, please sub to the channel, bong the gong for notifications so you know when new videos go live, so you know when I go live with new videos. Videos like this. Comment below. Like this video. And when it comes to comments, you know, it doesn't have to be game related. You can let me know what you thought of this one, but if you have something else, any requests, questions, comments, you want to talk some shit, whatever. Comment section is your oyster. So crack it open, slam it down your throat, and wash it down with a nice tall frosty mug of cocktail sauce. Follow me on X, Twitter X, at Super Divorce, on Instagram, at Super Divorce Band. And I play music from time to time. If you want to check out some Super Divorce tunes, add some new music to your rotation, spin some new shit, You can find Super Divorce streaming on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, wherever you stream your horse shit, you can find Super Divorce. So click on the song you're choosing, try it out, and if you don't like it, try another one. And if you don't like that one, try another one. And if you don't like that one, try another one. Etc., etc., and so on, until you find one you do like, because I believe that there's a little something there for everybody in the Super Divorce catalog. Give it a shot, please! To all of the people who stopped by this evening, thank you all for being here. If you are a lurking lurker, hanging out there back at the edge of the tree line, doing this, you're looking, what's going on over there? What are those people doing? Watching the people chat, watching me, watching the friends, the chatty Cathys chatted up in the town square, and you're wondering, I wonder what it'd be like to get involved in that conversation. Go ahead and join us sometime. You're more than welcome. You know, no one's gonna yell at you and run you off, unless you're just a real piece of shit. But most people who've stopped by are not. But if you are, then, you know, maybe talk some shit to you if you're talking shit to me. But if you're a good, merry old soul, stop by. Say hello. I mean, even if you want to talk shit, you can still pop in. Talk your shit. I'm not going to ban you just for doing that unless you get belligerent. Then the wrench-wielding psychopaths will be unleashed on you. You don't want to piss those guys off. The wrench-wielding psychopaths are normally just reserved, fun, easygoing individuals, but if they've got to get those wrenches out and wield them, you've really fudged the bucket. And they won't hesitate to ban you for belligerency. You know? You should see what happens to the porn bots when they show up. I mean, they're cut down so fast to make your head spin. To the chatty Cathys, thank you guys for being here, for chatting, for keeping things lively and fun. And I pray that you'll be back next time. Okay? So, everyone, again, thank you. And until next time, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.